Hello, everyone. Have you ever looked around your room and felt completely overwhelmed by all the stuff you own? Today might just change the way you think about everything. And welcome back to Tiny English. I am May, and I am so happy you are here with us today.
And I am Gray. Hey everyone, great to see you again.
So, Gray, today we have a really interesting topic. We are talking about minimalism, which means living with less.
Oh, I love this topic. A lot of people are starting to talk about minimalism these days. It is becoming very popular.
That is right. And the best part is, you do not need to be an expert to understand it. We will use simple English so everyone can follow along, whether you are a beginner or already at an intermediate level.
So let us jump right in. May, can you tell us what exactly is minimalism?
Sure. Minimalism is the idea of owning only the things you really need and really love. It means getting rid of things that do not make you happy or that you never use.
That makes sense. So it is not just about having an empty house, right?
Exactly. It is not about living with nothing. It is about being more intentional. That word, intentional, means doing things on purpose and with a clear reason.
I like that. So a minimalist person thinks carefully before buying something new.
Yes. Before buying something, a minimalist might ask, do I really need this? Will I use it often? Does it add value to my life?
Those are great questions. I think a lot of us, including me, sometimes buy things just because they are on sale or because they look nice in the store.
Ha, I am guilty of that too. I once bought 3 sets of kitchen tools because they were cheap, but I only ever used one set.
That is so relatable. Okay, so let us talk about how someone can start living more minimally. What is the first step?
The first step is usually to look at what you already have. This is called taking inventory. You go through your home and you see everything you own.
And then, what do?
Then you ask yourself about each item. Do I use this? Do I love this? If the answer is no to both questions, maybe it is time to let it go.
Let it go? Like donate it or throw it away?
Right. You can donate things to people who need them, sell them, recycle them, or throw them away if they are broken or old.
That sounds a little scary, honestly. I have a lot of stuff. My apartment has boxes everywhere.
I understand, but many people say that after they clear out their space, they feel much lighter. Not physically lighter, but emotionally, like a weight has been lifted off their shoulders.
That is interesting. So there is a mental health benefit to minimalism?
Absolutely. Studies show that clutter, which means too many objects in a disorganized space, can cause stress and anxiety. When your space is clean and simple, your mind often feels cleaner and calmer too.
Wow. So our environment really affects how we feel.
Yes, very much. Think about it. When you walk into a messy room versus a tidy room, how do you feel differently?
Oh, definitely. In a messy room, I feel kind of tired or frustrated. In a clean room, I feel ready to work or relax.
Exactly. And that is one of the core ideas behind minimalism. Your surroundings shape your mood and your energy.
Okay, so we talked about physical items, but does minimalism apply to other areas of life too?
Great question. Yes, it does. Minimalism is not just about things. It can also apply to your schedule, your relationships, and even your digital life.
Interesting. Let us talk about the schedule part. What does minimalism in a schedule look like?
Well, many people fill their calendars with too many activities. They say yes to every invitation, every meeting, every social event, and then they feel exhausted and burned out.
Burned out means extremely tired and having no energy left, right?
Correct. A minimalist approach to your schedule means only committing to the things that are truly important to you. It means learning to say no sometimes.
That is hard for a lot of people. Saying no can feel rude or unkind.
I know. But saying no to one thing means saying yes to something else, like rest, or time with family, or working on something you love.
That is a really healthy way to think about it. What about digital minimalism? I have never heard that phrase before.
Digital minimalism is about reducing the time and energy you spend on technology. For example, deleting apps you do not use, turning off notifications, or spending less time scrolling through social media.
Oh, social media is a big one. I sometimes pick up my phone to check one thing, and then I look up and 30 minutes have passed.
We all do that. It is very easy to get lost in endless scrolling. Digital minimalism encourages you to be more conscious of your screen time.
Conscious means aware, right?
Yes, being aware of how much time you spend on your phone and making choices about when to use it and when to put it down.
That sounds very freeing, actually. So how do you practice digital minimalism in real life?
Some simple steps include setting a time limit for apps on your phone. For example, only 30 minutes of social media per day. You can also try leaving your phone in another room when you eat or sleep.
I heard some people do something called a digital detox. What is that?
A digital detox is when you completely stop using your phone or computer for a period of time. It could be one day, one weekend, or even a whole week.
A whole week with no phone sounds very difficult, but also kind of amazing.
Many people who try it say they feel more present and more connected to the real world around them.
Present means being focused on what is happening right now, not distracted by a screen.
Exactly. And that connects to another important concept in minimalism, which is gratitude. When you have fewer things, you tend to appreciate each one more.
Oh, that is beautiful. Like, if you only have 5 books, you probably treasure each one. But if you have 500 books that you never read, they lose their meaning.
Perfectly said. Minimalism helps you focus on quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity. That means it is better to have fewer things that are truly good than many things that do not matter.
Yes, and this applies to so many areas. Clothes, for example. Some minimalists practice what is called a capsule wardrobe.
What is a capsule wardrobe?
A capsule wardrobe is a small collection of clothes that all work well together, usually around 30 pieces or fewer. Everything matches, everything fits well, and you always know what to wear.
That would actually save so much time in the morning. I sometimes stand in front of my closet for 10 minutes because I have too many choices.
That is actually a real thing. It is called decision fatigue. When you have too many choices, you feel mentally tired just from deciding.
So, by having fewer options, you actually make better decisions?
Right. Your energy is saved for more important things in life.
This is making me want to go home and clean out my entire apartment right now.
Many people feel that way after learning about minimalism, but the advice most experts give is to start small.
Start small, so do not try to change everything at once.
Exactly. Maybe start with one drawer, then one shelf, then one room. Small steps lead to big changes over time.
I like that approach. It does not feel so overwhelming.
And remember, minimalism is personal. There is no one right way to do it. What works for one person might not work for another.
So it is not about following strict rules.
Not at all. It is about finding the level of simplicity that makes you feel happy and free.
Okay, I have one more question. For people who are listening and thinking, this sounds great, but I am very attached to my things, what would you say to them?
I would say that is completely normal. Our belongings often have emotional value. A gift from a friend, a souvenir from a trip, a childhood toy. You do not have to get rid of things that have true meaning to you.
So minimalism does not mean getting rid of memories or things that matter emotionally.
Right. It means being honest with yourself. Keep what truly matters. Let go of what does not.
That is a very gentle and realistic way to look at it. I think a lot of listeners will find that reassuring.
I hope so. The goal is not to have the emptiest room. The goal is to have a life that feels full, even with fewer things.
That is honestly a beautiful way to put it. A life that feels full with fewer things. I love that.
And now, before we wrap up, we want to ask you, our viewers, a question. Look around the room you are in right now. Is there one thing you see that you could live without?
Think about it. Maybe it is that old jacket in the corner. Maybe it is a gadget you bought but never use. What is one thing you could let go of today?
Write your answer in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. It is a fun little exercise and a great way to start your minimalism journey.
All right, let us do a quick recap of what we talked about today. First, minimalism means living with less and being more intentional about what you own.
Second, clutter can cause stress, and a simpler space can lead to a calmer mind.
Third, minimalism goes beyond physical things. It also includes your schedule, your relationships, and your digital life.
Fourth, you can start small, with just one drawer or one shelf, and build from there.
And fifth, the goal of minimalism is not an empty life. It is a fuller, freer, and more meaningful one.
I love that summary. Gray, do you think you will try any minimalism tips after today?
Definitely. I am going to start with my closet. That thing is a disaster.
Good luck, and everyone watching, we believe in you too.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow and reach more English learners around the world.
And if you are new here, welcome to Tiny English. We make English learning fun, simple, and practical. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new episode.
We upload new videos every week, so there is always something new to learn.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. Learning English is a journey, and we are so glad to be part of yours.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep growing, and remember, sometimes less really is more.
See you in the next video. Bye, everyone.